found you a possum. Here we go.
Hi there, where are we heading to? J12 stairs.
Hello everyone. I'm a little bit in the dark. Hopefully you could see, not that it matters, I have a face for radio anyway, but I want to talk a little bit about our recent trip to Hatfield's and McCoy's, the dinner show there in Pigeon Forge. And it's been a week or so ago when my wife and I went to the Christmas show. We had been there before, but we'd never seen the Christmas show until this time. So just to give you an honest perspective and an honest review on our experience, we walked in, everything was clean, neat, people were friendly, and we had to wait outside for a little while. It was on a very cold night, and there was no type of heaters or anything. Some places will put some kind of little heater outside. Maybe they'll do that at some point, because it was kind of early for that yet. But we had to stand in line outside for probably about 30 minutes before we actually got inside the building. We went inside. They directed us to our seating location, and the food, I'll just go ahead and cut straight to the food, and then I'll go back to the seating. The food was okay. The food was decent. Honestly, I didn't just fall in love with the food, but it was okay. The fried chicken was decent. The barbecue was decent. Corn on the cob, there's only so much you can do with corn on the cob. It was decent. And the show was really good. I don't have nothing but good to say about the show. All of the performers, they were entertaining. There was humor. They did a fine job. There was a lot of young people in the cast of the show, and I have nothing but positive, encouraging words to say to them. They did a fine job, and we really are very thankful. And now I'm really in the dark for your hard work and dedication that you committed to entertain people like us who come in for these experiences. So the show was good. I recommend the show. And you know, I can recommend the food. I'm not saying it was bad. It just, I didn't fall in love with it, but it was okay. The only real issue that we had was the seating arrangement, and we sat at table J12, and it was up kind of toward the top, and it was just crammed in. It was cram-packed in between other tables. And I looked at it at first before I even attempted to sit down. And I told my wife, I said, I don't even think I could squeeze in there to sit down. And the server heard me say that. And I don't know if he thought that I was trying to raise a major complaint or, you know, anything like that with him, or to say that to where he could hear me. But I think he took offense to it. And he said, would you like me to get the manager? And I said, it kind of set me aback. I wasn't expecting that. And I said, I wasn't asking for the manager. Well, I know you weren't asking for it, but blah, 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 you know. And I finally just said, come on, man. And I squeezed in and sat down, and I think he and I mutually must have come to terms that we were just going to drop that. And I'm glad, because after that sort of blew over, he was a very, very, very good server. He worked hard, and I'm thankful that blew over, because I didn't want to be involved in anything that was going to ruin the experience not only for my wife, but for the other couple who was seated at our table with us there at J12. They were already having a rough experience. They couldn't see. They were crammed in so tight. There was a big wooden pillar coming down that actually blocked their view, and they had to crane their necks around that thing. You couldn't slide the table because it was wedged in between other tables. I had to twist to see the stage, to watch the show. And I don't say this lightly or to try to blow anything out of proportion, but my back was really literally hurting when I left from the contorting that I had to do to see the stage. And we did call. My wife called and talked to him about this afterwards, and she called and made it clear that, hey, we're not demanding a refund or trying to, be jerks or anything like that. We just want to convey to you our experience. And they were appreciative for that. To their credit, whoever she talked to on the phone said, well, we don't know these things unless our customers tell us what is needed to try to make the experience better. And basically what I think needs to happen is table J12 needs to be omitted. It needs to just be taken out, because there were empty seats around us. There was no need to try to have us crammed in there between other tables and other people to where it was very uncomfortable. And now I don't know if they took that to heart and have made that change or not, but either table J12 needs to be omitted, or one of the other tables in that location, to sort of give it a little bit more room. So other than that, the show was great. And I think you would probably be fine as long as you didn't sit in that one little corner. That one little corner, I believe, is none of the tables down below us looked like they were having that problem. Quite honestly, it seemed like, from what I could tell, that one area that we were in was really the only issue. Nobody else had to deal with wooden pillars coming down, obstructing the view, and nobody else seemed to be as cramped and congested as we were. Yeah, go give it a try. I wouldn't say not to, or I'm not going to withhold a recommendation. We had that issue, but the food was okay. The show was really good, and if you're looking for an evening of entertainment with some food, by all means, give Hatfields and McCoy's, the Hatfield, I think I'm saying that right, the Hatfields and McCoy's dinner show a try. Okay, thanks for watching, and sorry about the lighting situation, but I've kind of went several days without doing this video, and I knew I wanted to get it done, and I'm on the go all the time, so I just have to do stuff like this in the car as I travel. So that's what we got tonight. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We appreciate every like and subscribe and every interaction, every comment. Thank you so much. It does help the channel. So God bless you and have a good night.